Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is December the 2nd, and this is Real Time with Prince Blue, another episode of Real Time with Prince Blue. Just before I came on, they broke the damn news that John Wall got traded to Houston for Russell Westbrook. Man, let me tell you something. You know the loser in all this? Bradley Beal. They get rid of one strong personality, then trade him for one of them. I don't know, man. Like Westbrook is he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal talent, but it's just I don't see people busting down a wall to play with that guy. I mean, it sounds good in theory. Yeah, he'll go to bat, he'll go to war. Westbrook can shoot you in the game, and he could damn near shoot you out of a game. But definitely one of the most athletic point guards, if not the, besides him and Derrick Rose before the all the injuries. Probably the most athletic point guards you'll ever see in this game. Athletes, period. Just athletes. But that's in Houston. I don't give a shit. But the best thing, shout out to my boy Big T Will from the Full Court Press podcast. Y'all check that out as well. He said this all along. He said that he wouldn't be shocked if Westbrook don't end up in the East on one of these point guard needy teams. And one of them he said was uh the I was about to call them the Bullets. What he said was Washington because mainly because he said the salaries match, the players are almost identical as far as how they play, and he said it. So shout out to my boy T Will. He called that one. And damn, there it is. Um, but yeah, just December 2nd, real time Prince Blue. I was trying to come up with a title for this episode because I try to come up with like little nicknames and shit for episodes because I don't know. I just like doing crazy shit. So this episode is going to be the Zero Fucks Given episode. And the reason why I say Zero Fucks Given is because that's pretty much what I give right now at this moment about certain situations, certain circumstances, and certain people. And I'm going to address all of that because that's what I do. I address whatever it is that's bothering me in real time. That's why it's real time with Prince Blue. And for the record, I didn't even know that shit existed. I just was like, yo, this my Twitter handle is real Prince Blue. I want to talk to people in real time. So shit, real time with Prince Blue. I didn't even know, but whatever. Um so today, well yesterday, got some news for me. And I'm pretty sure for a lot of other people. If you're familiar with Philadelphia Sports Talk Radio, there's two prominent sports stations. There's 610 WRP and it's 97.5 Fanatic. Now, I'm gonna get into all the issues between me and 97.5 and whatever. But for all that shit aside, 97.5 mornings was my favorite show on that at that station. And it consisted of Marc Farzetta, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and Bob Cooney. Marc Farzetta was the headliner of that group, but you would never know because he never made it. It wasn't like when it was like looking at a Mike when you listen to a Mike Mizzanelli show, like you know he's the head guy by the way he talks, the way he treats his silly ass underlings. I'm gonna get into that too. But with Marc, it was like one of the guys. It was like bar talk in the morning. So yesterday, Marc drops this one of the most classiest I just got fired letters I think I may have ever read because for one thing I never understood about radio is they'll let you do a show and then after that show tell you you're gone. Now I get it that you don't want to tell somebody, hey, today's your last day, and then put them on air and they're doing the show knowing that because especially somebody like me, I might say something crazy because I'm like, shit, I'm getting fired any damn way. Well, fuck it. But Marc did the show, then he was told that he was being released. And he proceeded to write one of the most classiest letters thanking the crew, 97.5, the listeners, everything, man. And that's one of the things, man. Shout out to Farzetta, man. Always one of the realest dudes in the business. Always made me feel welcome whenever I call. He never, you know, he never tried to make me feel less than, because sometimes people like Mike try to treat his callers like they're pieces of shit. But Farzetta was always engaging, even if the caller was drooling and you could tell the caller was still on a bender. Like Mark would draw the best out of him. He was entertaining. They had that sophomore humor going where it was funny. He kept the show going. I get it, he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but that was my favorite show at that station. And to Mark, I just want to tell you this, man. People like you, they don't stay down long. They always find a way to do something else and to get stronger and go forward. And I know you're going to be one of them, man. The outpour for you was phenomenal and well deserved. Keep it up. I talked to you offline, and so it's nothing I'm saying to everybody else that I didn't say to you exactly. Keep your head up, bro. And if you want to talk or you just want to shoot the shit or just um, you know, talk, between bald head people, hey, I'm here for you, man. We leaders in that club, so good luck to you, man, and I'm pretty sure you'll be back on your feet in no time. And that just speaks to Mark being, that just speaks to some of the BS that goes on in radio where somebody once asked, they said, Blue, if the right people was listening and you had a chance to go on radio, what would you do? Well, as a smart person, you never say no to any opportunity because you never know where it may lead you. But knowing me and the type of brand of show and I like to do and I'll keep striving to do, radio probably wouldn't be my best fit because I have zero filters. I'm not going to kiss. You know how sometimes they do interviews with certain people. Like let's say if the station was like you're going to do an interview with Mike Florio, I can't stand that fucker. So I'm not doing it. I'll do the interview, but I'll be like, yo, fuck you, yo. Like he sounds miserable. He's a douche. Like I can't stand him. So I'm like, I I can't be phony. Call it being professional, call it what you want. I cannot be phony. So if I'm interviewing somebody, or like when I'm interviewing, like let's say an Adam Schefter, and I'm asking him a question, and he's talking in generalities, and he's not giving me something, I'm like, dude, so pretty much you came on here and you got nothing for us. Nothing. So, but getting back to some people that, and I want to thank everybody for joining me, some people that may have not known, but in the past 2 weeks, 97.5, and when I say 97.5, I mean the 2 to 6 station, the 2 to 6 time slot. Natalie and Tyrone twice reached out to my last company, my former podcast network, Last Out Media, and on 2 separate occasions, they threatened them with lawsuits, police reports, all this stuff about harassment and trolling. And twice. So I guess the second time um it must have really shook something and last out, and they uh they released me. I guess you say released me. They ain't fired me because I wasn't getting paid or anything like that. So, those two yahoos a gave them a choice, either them or me, and they chose me. So I'm now on my own. Fine, I get it. But you wouldn't believe the the well wishes and the support I've gotten from people inside and outside the industry that actually appreciate what I do, love what I do, telling me to keep going, telling me I'm better off on my own. Do what you do. You was doing well before all that. So keep going and keep striving to get better. And that meant a lot to me because in this business, everybody's trying to get their own, right? Especially, podcasters. I guess you could say podcasters or live streamers or YouTube. What up, Schoolboy Meat? We're treated as bastard children because pretty much there's no regulation. Like I'm at my house talking on a computer. It's not FCC airwaves. It's not any one of the broadcast companies that own you. That's like, hey, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't do that. So, but it just so happened that I was under a company, and that's who those two ran and bitched and cried and complained to, and it ended up being too much, and they said, hey, Blue, we got to let you go. Fine. All right. But the one thing that you don't realize is who are you going to complain to now? I don't have an HR. I'm the HR. So if I say Mr. Browntooth has a brown tooth and is very brown, who you going to call? Like, who you going to say, I don't like the way he does it to me? If I say Miss Giggles can't read without fucking up the update, who you going to call? Who you going to tell? See, there's a difference between opinion and fact. Opinion, Carson Wentz should be traded because he's not going to take the Eagles to where they need to go. That's an opinion. You having a brown tooth, that's a fact. Ben Simmons is overrated. That's an opinion. You not being able to read the update without fucking up, that's a fact. You see where I'm getting at? That's like if somebody was like, that's like if somebody wanted to sue me for having diabetes. I have diabetes. So what are you suing? You have a brown tooth. What are you suing? You fucking up the updates every day. That's a fact. What are you suing? Y'all have opinions every day. Y'all talk about Carson Wentz every day. Doug Peterson every day. Ben Simmons every day. Joel Embiid every day. Has sometimes crossed over into personal things. Are they calling up there saying, hey, don't talk about me, or I'm going to get so-and-so on you, or I'm never coming to your show? No, but that's what y'all decided to do to me. And guess what? It didn't stop me one bit. I'm still going to keep going. You be amazed once people found out that I was free from my last company, how many invites I've gotten. How many offers are on the table? And no, I'm not. I told y'all, I'm genuine, and I'm being real. Like, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what has happened. Now, I wonder if the two of you were to go, like how many people would snatch you up right away? All right. So that's no schoolboy beat. No, you miss. See, you get locked. You get put into Twitter jail, and you forget everything. They ain't send you. Ain't nobody say you a Twitter kite, my dude. Nobody throw you a kite underneath your cell. Be like, yo, oh shit, Blue ain't with last out, boy. Oh man, they got my home. Nah, man, I'm not with them no more, man. Yeah, Ty and Natalie complained too many times and threatened them, and they made a business decision. Time will tell if it was the right decision. I'm willing to bet on myself and say, yeah, that was the wrong decision. Because I have confidence in what I'm doing and I think it's not going to stop here. It's only going to get bigger. So, and that's not being cocky, that's just believing in myself. Um, like when Brown Tooth uh got personal, said things about my mom, I didn't call 97.5. I didn't call the program director. I didn't call Mike. I didn't do any of that. A lot of people didn't even know what he said about my mom on Twitter. By the way, I have that screenshot and I tweeted it out. It's there. And guess what? Somebody sent it to me. I didn't go looking for it. That's how much people believe in me. They like, Blue, yeah, he was wrong as shit. Let me go find that tweet. Found it. So there you go. But to everybody that's asking me, um, what's next for you? What are you gonna do? Y'all know me, even if it's just been on social media for over a decade. Blue is relentless. He doesn't stop. I don't stop. Especially when I feel like somebody is trying to, quote unquote, I guess you could say, take food off my table or fuck my what I'm trying to build. I take that personal. I take that very personal because I don't have a corporation behind me. I don't have a business behind me. It's just me. I built this shit from scratch. I just got on the computer and started talking. I just went to my brother who was gracious enough. It just happened to be a very talented artist. And I said, I need a logo. I'm going to be on the computer doing some things and talking. What you got? And then I hooked up with somebody that I've trusted. I trust in this business, in this industry. And I asked him to show me what to do. And he did. And then he hooked me up how to put stuff on t-shirts and to print it out. And then the people in this chat and across the world supported me. As far as France, I have people who download my podcast in France. Um, I was just told recently that I was number 122 out of 200 podcasts. I cracked the top 200. I thought it was just in Philadelphia. I was like, 200 in Philadelphia. I was like, 122. That's good because it's a lot of podcasts. It's a lot of very talented podcasts out there. And shout out to them that's doing it big. And then I was told, no, that's everywhere. Number 122, not sports, but comedy and improv. Now y'all may ask, like, comedy and improv, that's your categories? Yeah, Papa, well, that's nationally. 122. Because from the jump, I was going to do a comedy podcast, and it was going to be a lot of it's right off the dome because a lot of the stuff that I like to do is natural. I don't like to feel rehearsed or feel bottled down by a script because people see that and they notice that. So when you tell me I'm 122 and I only been doing this since what? I think August. And then for you to go behind do bet. They didn't even do a parlay, y'all. They didn't even say, let's sit down as grown men and figure out what the hell is going on. They just went straight for the, hey, we ain't gonna do business with you. We're thinking of getting lawyers involved and police reports involved, and we feel like he's dangerous. Dangerous to who? Dental hygiene? Dangerous to who? I tell my kids make sure they brush their teeth. Are they going to sue me? Brush your teeth. because you don't want to get a brown tooth. Well, how is I'm I don't understand. I don't understand. Hey, reading is fundamental. When you're reading on the air, make sure you read clear and make sure you don't mess up as much because people will miss what it is you're trying to advertise. That is a fact. That is not slander. If my kid is reading in front of me, I'm like, start over, read again. You really want to make sure you're reading carefully because then people are going to lose interest. How is that slander? Now, and I make fun of like your boots and stuff like that. That's that's comedy. That's roasting. What makes me different than a comedian that's saying, "Hey, so and so"? What makes me different from the quote unquote comedy special you had when you were saying all disparaging things about Africa and you was cursing and doing all this? Like nobody said anything about that. So my thing is, you can't. Again, somebody set it up here. Who set it up here? I got a lot of comments, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. That's one thing also I'm trying to get better at is, handling the comments and stuff. But a lot of these shows, they have producers. They have people that help with the visuals and stuff like this. It's just me. And I'm doing, and I admit that. Like I'm a novice when it comes to this stuff. But I try to keep y'all entertained and keep y'all engaged. Um, like somebody said way up here, I forgot who said it, and I'm sorry if you did. Let me know so I can give you your proper give you your props. You said that you can't be in one of the top markets in the world as tough as Philadelphia and be as soft and sensitive as you are when your job is to criticize every day. That tells me that your ego is so far gone that you only want people that agree with you. More PV15 said that. I appreciate you more. You criticize every day. That's like me. I troll on Twitter. I make jokes on Twitter. So somebody come back and be like, yeah, Blue, but listen, you be trying to tell people to do this and do that, but you can't even get your diet right. Oh, am I gonna block them? I'm gonna be like, oh man, you making fun of me? Block, 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 block. No, you give it. You gotta know how to take it, especially being in entertainment, in sports radio in Philadelphia, where Philadelphia is so unique. Callers would actually call up, get on the air, and be like, "You suck at what you do." They would tell the host that. You cannot be that soft. Yeah, their leader, Mike Missinelli, he's been in trouble how many times for threatening people in email, saying homophobic stuff, saying sexist things to women. Remember the other year he said Michelle Beadle, he talked about her weight. But if somebody talk about his glasses or his pleated shorts, his pleated nut hugger AARP shorts, even even Mike didn't go to anybody on me, but you two did. You two underlings that's hanging on by a thread because Mike is there. And ever since y'all got there, the ratings have been shitty. John and Ike John and Ike Reese have blown away the competition ever since that format has changed. Ain't that much damn looks in the world. She ain't helping. Tyrone damn sure ain't helping with that brown tooth. So I don't know. And Mike done went super woke radio. Don't nobody want to listen to that shit anymore. And I'm a black man. I should love woke shit. And not his brand of woke shit. When he tells a black person, I know more black people than you do, or I know more about black people than you do. Please do tell Mike how. You don't. But I told y'all this is my zero fucks episode, and I have a very special guest. I got my boy, man. We just linked up through a mutual, and man, we got the same energy when it comes to this shit. And we hate, we love to, let people know how we feel. And man, I figured out for this show who else got to go. My homeboy. Hopefully, y'all follow him and let him know. You appreciate him. Trust me, he's been a gym this whole time because he's been saying some shit in his Twitter. And I'm like, who is this? He's killing me. I'm like cackling over here, like, who is this? My man, the one and only. Gleck. What up, my dude?
Yeah, what up, man?
What's going on, man?
How you making out, dog?
Yeah, hey, listen.
First time, long time.
First long time. Yeah, I first of all, I never understood why people said first time, long time. Because if I'm a host, I'm like, okay, what you got? Or when they ask how you doing after like a long rant, or the Eagles probably lose, they be like, how y'all doing? How the fuck you think we doing? We sour. Like, I don't know. But Jay, man, first of all, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Dude, live in the Northeast. Actually was born and raised in Fishtown. That's the funny
thing. No, you didn't say that.
So, but dude, I'm 40. I got out of there, like, I got 5 brothers and sisters. So my parents moved us out of there in like 1990. Like, we moved up to the Northeast because my mom wanted the pool, the backyard, the lawn, all that stuff. And like, yeah, you can't live down there with a family of 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got out of there. So, and it wasn't the same neighborhood that it is now. You know, like, it's a lot different now. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Drive a truck for a living. Living the dream.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just actually got engaged like 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations, my man.
Yeah. So, yeah. And this dude right here, I don't know. He's hiding. Franklin.
Oh, my man, Franklin. He was in the background when you first came on. Franklin was like, who this? So that's what's up, man. But pretty much, man, you and I hit it off because we got a mutual brother, man, that, we'll go to war with, man. And
yeah, Marc, that's my boy.
Yeah, he's coming up later. Oh, KM, he's coming on as soon as he get off of work. But man, the reason why me and you vibe, man, because when people be like, well, why do you listen if you don't like it? You got to understand, Philadelphia is so unique that we eat, live, and consume sports. So even that includes radio, that includes print, that includes everything. And some of these radio stations are actually good. Some of the media people are good. Some of them are trash. And where me and you connected was we pretty much see the same thing, how there's a lot of favorites going on. There's a lot of BS in the media. And one of them was the 2 to 6 slot at 97.5, when you noticed that it was just a block spree going on and you never even interacted with any of them. And you was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, yo, Jay, if you probably follow me or you like something that I said, they're going to block you. And then when you found that out, you was like, it was almost like blood in the water. Like, oh, y'all soft like that? All right, watch this. So can you explain, like, how do you feel about the state of sports talk radio in Philly right now?
All right. So, well, first of all, I was already blocked by Ty way before you came along. Like, I didn't mess with him for a long time. But as far as you say, like, we listen. I'll give you my backstory of how I listen, so my pop's a Vietnam vet. Like, he was head of the Union Nabisco a long time, all that stuff. So, dude, every Wednesday, excuse me, he would get done work, whatever. We would jump in the car, drive over Pensacola and Mart. I don't know if you remember that. That's an old school spot.
Oh, yeah.
So we would drive over there. Dude, we would listen to sports talk radio. His morning John was Angelo. But then, like, dude, he listened to Morgani and like, You Miss at Night. That was his stuff. So like, that's how I got into, like, I was always on sports talk. But dude, recently, like, I even called my old man before I came on here, and I was like, so what is it now? So dude, he's a disabled vet. He's bedridden, dude. He's amputee. He's like, dude, Mikey Miss has to be embarrassed of himself, of what he's putting on television right now. Like, dude, it's a joke. Like, I'm just not a fan. Like, and the whole blocking stuff, like, dude, you followed me the day after I got engaged. like you congratulated me. That's when like, yo, we communicated, but for some reason we didn't follow each other. And then the day after I got engaged, you congratulated me that night. And I forget what the other tweet was, but then we followed each other, and then boom, Nat blocked me. And I did a screenshot, and I was like, you ain't joking.
I told you.
You know what I'm saying? And then, yo, that's when Mark hit me up. And Mark was like, dude, Ty Johnson just blocked me on Twitter. And I said to him, I was like, dude, it's because you're associated with Prince. And he was like, nah. I was like, dude, it's 100%. And like, yo, I feel like Mark is 97.5 VIP. Like, there's people who like it, there's people who don't like it. And I joke around with Mark, like, yo, you call, you don't get no wait time. Mark calls, they put his call through. You know what I mean? Like, and like, yo, they promote his stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he calls, they let him plug his stuff, but yo, they don't let other people plug their things. You know what I mean? Like, but they let Mark do, like, and I don't know. Like, I seen, like, yeah, Mark does for them as they do for him, and for Ty to just block, like, Mark doesn't say a bad thing about nobody. Like, like, yo, we joke about them on Twitter. Other people joke about them on Twitter. Yo, Mark sits on the bench. You know, Mark's a six man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever, dude. And here's the thing, dude. If you call them out about their Twitter, they say it's my personal Twitter, right? What's their headline say?
97.5.
97.5 producer, 97.5 this, right? Well, I don't know. President Trump Twitter says personal Twitter, but it says 45th President of the United States. Like, people know who that is. Like, if you're going to claim that, that's what it is. Like it's
you're still a representative. Of where you come from.
Yeah, right. like come on, like, so don't advertise like that is false advertisement. Like, which one is it? You know what I mean? Like, come on, like if you want to use it to gain followers, then like you're there to talk about things. You know what I mean? And then I had an incident with Ty last year, man, where he the guy Dumphy, the tattoo guy.
Yes.
Dude, around this time of the year, he was loading up trucks and taking them down the chop. And that's what he was tweeting out for the holidays. And Ty tweeted out, has anybody had enough of this dork with all these tattoos on his stomach? Yeah, I'm getting tired of them. Bro, wait
a minute. Hold on, Jay. Wait a minute. Did he say dork?
I'm pretty, dude, don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm 90% sure that's what he said, though. He might have said dude, but I'm pretty sure he said dork, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, don't quote me on that, man.
Right.
But so he said that, and bro, I called the show, and that's where the whole thing. Like, I talked about something else just to make sure I was able to at least get a little bit of that in. You know what I mean? And that's when Mikey was like, dude, it's his personal Twitter account. And I'm just like, yeah, but dude, it says 97.5. Like, so he's representing your company, and like, he's calling this dude out for loading up trucks of toys to take to Children's Hospital. Like, while you three out here taking Christmas photos in the woods, you dorks. Like, come on, get it together. Like, you ain't out here collecting nothing. Like, I mean, like, you've got a bigger platform than he does. He got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You got a goddamn radio station. Like,
why not tweet out that, you know, hey, make sure y'all support Dumphy, man. He's giving out toys, blah 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 blah. Why not do that? But see, this is the thing, and this is why, it pissed me off what they did because Jay, I don't know if Mark has told you not, but most of my best episodes have been social justice issues, mental health issues, domestic violence issues, drug abuse issues, things that are happening in real life outside of sports that people need help with, people want to know about, and things that need to be addressed. And for you to go behind and try to use corporate bullshit to silence my show and get my show canceled, I take that personally because I'm like, dude, like the cause, what I do is bigger than your brown tooth, me teasing you. That's just 5% of who I am. The other 95% is me helping people and me talking to people and me getting people involved with other issues. And I just found it, especially, and I'm gonna be real, like as black man to black man, it's like number one, I even told a white guy what he said about my mama, and he was like, y'all not supposed to go mamas, right? I was like, no, we don't go mamas. And number two, he was like, you know, with everything that's going on, why are you threatening another black man with the police? Like, like, what are you? Like a Karen? Like, what is going on? And
Right.
that's why my thing is, as a man, somebody asked me, they said, Blue, if they was to hold a meeting and they was like, hey, we want you and Ty to sit down and talk and see what's going on. Would you attend? I said, absolutely, because I'm a man. Because I want him to understand and have no misconception of where I'm coming from. Not him. He went through back channels and all that stuff, and then I got stuff third party information, and here we go. So that's my big issue with him, and there's a bigger platform, the media in general. They get to be protected by, freedom of the press, it's my opinion, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. But when they're checked or when somebody questions them, they get upset. They take it so personal. And I'm like, we all get questioned. We all are tested. Why are you so different?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it such a why is it such a bad thing to test what you do? Like, if I go out here and I'll be like, yo, I don't think Ben Simmons is a good basketball player. I think he's overrated. Okay, why do you say he's overrated? Well, because he can't he doesn't have a jump shot. Okay, but a lot of Hall of Famers haven't had a good jump shot and they've still been able to impact the game. Oh, block, block, block. Like, you can't, like, I'm trying to understand the whole logic in not being able to debate anybody, not being able to have a discussion with anybody without getting all in your feelings.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what they signed up for. Like that's what the job entails. Like that's why you take phone calls. Like and and that's my thing. Like they just let Mark go. Like that's the thing. Like the guys in the morning do. They talk to you. You know what I'm saying? They conversate with you. Like, but no, not the 2 to 6 guys. Like you get a
They cut you right off.
cut
Like,
right off that
yeah,
interview, you know what I mean? Like,
like
but
the,
like I said, like
go ahead.
Mark and them, like Jamie, like no, you can talk to those guys. Like they interact with you. Like you don't even have to ask them a question. Like if you post something and they're following you, like they hit you back and they're like, "Yeah, good point." You know what I mean? Like I don't know,
Like
man.
what I,
Different strokes
like
for
what
different folks, I guess. Like they really think they're above people. I don't know if it's like they
right.
go to these places, they hang out, and people think they're celebrities.
Yes. 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 I mean, we've already had one story And I think you know this story where somebody tried to introduce our guy to a certain somebody, and he looked him up and down like he was nobody.
No.
I when he gets on, I see if he'll tell that story to you.
Uh,
But yeah, but definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Like looked him up and down like he was nobody. Man, you're looking at man, he's done some things that a man can never do in his lifetime. He has skills that you cannot believe. And just because you felt at that point in time he was beneath you, you looked at another man like he wasn't worth hey, how you doing? That's the type of arrogance we're talking about here. And this is the type of stuff that is going on and it's running rampant. And you see it trickles down to his two underlings who, like I said before you came on, ever since they changed to that format, they've been losing in the ratings. That's a fact. It's not an opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion is they're garbage. They hurt the show. That's an opinion. A fact is 6 out of the last 8 times, I believe, they've been beaten in the ratings badly. So, I mean, it is what it is what it is. But one of the other reasons why I wanted to have you on was because um you love sports just like everybody else that's on this damn app and want to um
Yeah.
want to see people succeed. One of
I'm
the things
a 24 season ticket holder.
there you go.
Yeah.
And and so when you see that Drek that you see every Sunday, like, but you see that the media is they're locked in to Carson Wentz and Doug, but for some reason they treat Schwartz like they treated Brett, where nothing, nothing is nothing is like they can do no wrong. Um, what do you think about when you see stuff like that?
Wait, so Doug and Carson can do no wrong?
No, 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 no. Schwartz and Brett Brown formerly could do no wrong.
Well, in my eyes, they can. They're definitely like what Will can tell you. Like we've had those conversations. Like Brett Brown was wrong all along, at least for the last year and a half. Like so glad he's gone. Like Ben and Joe got to. I remember they were talking about trading Ben. Like no, like they got to get time together. You know what I'm saying? That with a new coach, Doc. Like I'm ready to go with the Sixers now, especially with the moves we made. But Schwartz, like, what do you mean? Like he can't do no wrong. Like that conversation I had with DK Metcalf the other day. Oh, you ain't Calvin Johnson yet. I was there with him. Yeah, dude, and he retired in his prime because you and the team sucked. Like, what are you
The
talking?
organization sucked.
Yeah, like
The whole thing.
you left that part of the conversation out. Like, but I mean, dude, that's one thing. Like, now I have never lived in another city, so I don't know how their media is. Dude, I feel our media drives some players out of here, man. Like, I really do. And that, dude, especially with Twitter now too. Like, people say players don't pay attention. Like, they do. I don't think all of them do, but
They
like,
definitely do.
but like, I don't know, dude. We're brutal. We are,
Yeah.
and like the radio's really brutal. Like, yo, there's nothing around once. I know everybody was hype on Fulgham. I'm not saying he's not good, but like, it's Travis Fulgham. Like, dude, we found him on a practice squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's Alshon, who was on the Super Bowl team? Like, what happened to him? Like, dude, we're giving him nothing. And I'm not saying it's inexcusable because he's missing people. You know what I'm like? He's not playing well.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, Doug is a lot to blame, man. I think Frank Wright was very much more responsible for that Super Bowl than people give him credit for. Like, look at Indianapolis, dude. They're in first place in their division. Like,
yeah. I mean, I can't argue it.
Phillip Rivers.
I was a Doug guy. I can't argue anymore. But I also know
We all
Ginger
are. We all are. I was too. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, Ginger Jesus is also. I got a couple comments. Let's clean them up. My man Joe said Mike always loses to them during football season, but which one of the two sophomores is going to be scapegoat when the station makes a change at 2-6? Joe, that's a good question, but I don't know because Mike just read up, so I'm guessing they're probably going to keep the band together. But is it really a band? It's like a band of what? Like one person plays guitar, one person plays the ukulele, and the other player plays imaginary drums. You could throw them all in a bag and figure out who plays what. But like I said, and you can tell like when you look at comments and you see on Twitter, it's the same thing all the time. Oh, it's woke radio. Oh, here we go again. Trump this, Trump that, blah blah. When Mike got on his soapbox and said that if you're a black man and you vote for Trump, you're a traitor to your community. Like, what type of arrogance you have to think that you could tell another community who and what they should do? Like, what kind? But you know what? I don't blame Mike. You know what I blame? I blame people who call up, the black people that call up, and they're like, "Hey, you could come to the cookout anytime." Stop giving out cookout invites. It's done. Cancel them shits. Cookout invites is the reason Michael Rappaport is still a thing. The motherfucker got a cookout invite in like 92, and he's never let that shit go. He thinks he's straight up, he's with us. Like he can say anything he want, do anything he want. No. Like, get that shit out of here. Iron says, I think Nat acts first, but as long as they're on TV, they may stay together longer. Yeah, long as it's a screen somewhere and a thirsty ass freckled face hornball somewhere, she will always have a job. Because all the comment. Go ahead, Jay.
Dude, they can't say him. Like so many people more. And look, like I'm not going to sit here and bash Nat. I don't know. I can't do it. Like there's a lot more people more qualified for her position.
That's all I've been saying.
Like Sam, the girl Crystal, like people that know sports. Like all that has to do is sit there and read a piece of paper. Every 15 minutes. And she just stutters over it and laughs like her job's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say like it's almost like they go out and like people treat her like she's a celebrity because she's on the Mikey Biss show. Like and I'm just like I said, like the other girls that they let go. Were more qualified for the position. Like Mark, like I said, Mark got fired today, and I know this is off topic of what we're talking about right this second, but like Mark was very good at his job. Now I understand that there might be people that had seniority, but then they went out and hired somebody else, so that scratches that. But like, yeah, there's just more people qualified for Natalie's job who they let go, and I just don't think that is fair. I think that is. That's all.
And that was always my issue first, that I believe that she has one of the best opportunities to really show, like, you know, we got this, we can hold it down, let's go. And it was totally blown. It was totally blown. And you know, she got in her feelings about it. I'm like, well, if you're critiquing athletes about their job, why can't we as listeners critique you about yours? you stink at your job. Like, we don't know why you're there. I mean, we have opinions and inklings why you're there, but far as like just strictly sports, nothing personal, you offer nothing about sports. I mean, unless they're talking about a mascot. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're Gritty's biggest fan, I guess, but nothing is talked about sports wise that we're like, oh man, that was a great take by her. Zero sports knowledge, as my man Joe said. And this is all we're trying. We're as listeners, right? We're the customer, right? We're the consumer, right? So my thing is, why can't we? It's no different than a comment section. Hey, what do you think about our show? I think this, that, and the third. Like Dave Harris 73 said, you can't have a job in the public if you can't handle criticism. You just can't. You can get tired of it. Oh, you're human. That's why my thing is, if they get upset, they like, Blue, shut your fat ass up. We're on the radio. You're not. Deal with it, fat boy. I can't be like 97.5. They call me fat. I'm gonna call the station. I'm so upset. No, I'm like, all right, let's go. I like that. Like, cause you're human. Like, I don't like people got on Jalen Rager about him responding to people. No, respond, yes, but you got to know that you're not going to win because we naturally get the last word. But if you want, if you're absolutely sick of some shit, hey, be like, listen, I'm doing the best I can. Y'all shut the fuck up. This ain't easy. I have absolutely no problems with that. None. None. But I guess it's different when you're in the entertainment business to where you gotta walk that fine line. But when you start drawing the line is when you start trying to pretty much my thing is when you start trying to get people fired. That's like if I called 97.5 and I tried to get them fired. You know what I'm saying? Like he called my last network company and pretty much he got me removed.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Like he 100% did that.
right. So
Yo, that's crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Now, what if that was a salary position? You just got somebody removed for the holidays. How do you think that looks? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here, people? Like, when you start going around trying to get people to lose jobs and stuff like that, that's when you know that you probably need to take a step back and figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life. Because obviously, radio ain't it.
Definitely not comedy.
Oh, man, that shit bad. Did you hear the whole thing?
That little clip that I saw on Twitter.
He's god awful. He had the charisma of a bag of rocks. Like it was like then he had those baggy jeans on with those Nike Cortez. I don't know what those was. Like he's about two corny levels from Air Monarchs. That's it's like so it was so bad. I hate Africa so much. I don't long distance run. I don't go on long distance runs. I'm like, what?
Dude, I'm surprised. I'm surprised the cancel people haven't come to him for that yet.
Because he listen. I was like, oh, I get it. Since a Kenyan person has won the last 10 Boston Marathons, you're saying long distance Africa. Oh, okay. Oh, he. And somebody, what? Who told me they said it was Nat in the background, the only person laughing? She was holding the camera.
That's me.
I'm fucking crying, yo. But my my thing is this. Listen, that comedy was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Love Football Girl. It is supposed to be funny. Shout out to Love Football Girl. Comedy is supposed to make you forget about everything. He made me want to study like a subject I'm not even in. Like I'm about to go do some history homework. That's how corny that shit was. Like even if I didn't know him and had beef, I'll be like, "What the fuck did I just watch? What was that?" He needed one of those like those big hook canes where they be like, get your raggedy ass off stage.
The
What
pull
are
him
you
off
talking
the
about?
stage.
What are you talking about long distance running and you hate what? If I was in B, the next time I show up, I'll be like, you hate long distance running, huh? Huh? Huh, little man? Huh, little man with the brown tooth? Huh?
What do you say? He said, I'm glad you just came here so you can't donate money there. That's where MB was at.
Exactly. And um and to people keep asking, they're like, yo, I need proof that he has a brown tooth. I'm telling you, I got the video. Um, listen, it's brown, baby. It's as
Really?
brown as autumn.
All you gotta do, did anybody not ever watch the show during the day?
I but I think he faces the way he faces. He makes sure it's not seen. That's why he doesn't smile. And all his pictures, he got a shit eating grin because he know if he smiled just an inch, you be like, damn, I think his lip long as fuck. Oh, that ain't his lip, that's his tooth. Hey Dave, I got him. Go to T Public Real Time with Prince Blue website. There's Mr. Brown Tooth t-shirts all on there. Get you one. Get you one and rock it with pride. So when people ask, hey, who's Mr. Brown Tooth? You be like, hey, listen.
I
Make
thought
sure you get one.
I thought I was gonna have one for tonight.
Hey, it's all right, but you got one. When you get it, take a picture. Listen, I but Jay, also what I wanted to talk to you about was we have this issue where you wanna social media, right? So you get people that say some things, and then some things I'll be like, whoa, like ouch. Where do you draw the line with social media comments? Like what makes Jay be like, oh shit, I ain't touching that. Time out. Pause. What's one of the things that make you be like, nah, that ain't it?
Dude, I don't know if I have one. uh,
Everybody has one.
I mean, it really depends on sometimes it depends on the person.
Okay.
I mean, damn, that's a good question. What would draw the line on a social media comment? Well, do it. So I definitely deleted Facebook like 2 months ago. Not that I use it often, but every time I logged on, it was just politics. And
Okay.
I'm just like, why are you forcing this down my throat? Like, not that it needs to be a secret, but I remember when it used to be a secret. Like people didn't talk about it so openly, and like now you just see like people driving around and their trucks look like modern day pirate ships with all these flags hanging from them. And I'm like, yo, Jack Sparrow, move over. I got to get to the fucking store. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, like
It's everywhere. Yeah.
yeah. So I like that was one for me because it's just like whether like who you support, who you don't support. Like I'll be honest with you, like Pennsylvania sucks as far as like the DA, like Mayor Kenny, like it sucks, but like you can like one party for one thing and not one for the other. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. Like so, yeah, that's definitely one that draws the line for me. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I feel you can play both sides of the fence. Because no matter what party you're going to vote for, you're not invited to the party. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Like,
You don't have a cookout invite. Yeah, you're not invited.
yeah.
Like you do
So,
all that hooping and hollering, they're like, yeah, no, you can't sit here. So you're right. For me, one thing that like I don't play children. Like I don't do children or the
yeah.
disabled.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
yeah, and you can speak to that, you can test to that. Like I just no. Like I don't like anybody with mental health issues or intellectual disabilities. Oh hell no. Like I just like I can hate a person. Like legit hate them. But if you try to talk about their kid or try to say, hey, you got like call them slow or try to, make a joke on them having an intellectual disability. I don't play that shit. Like I get
Yeah.
really
Dude,
triggered by
yeah.
something
That's
like
like
that.
to me that's like common sense.
Yeah, but Jay, you as well as I know, social media
Not everybody
has
has.
has given people the ability to absolutely not, Papa. I would not, because they have nothing to do with what me and their daddy got going on. Well, I know but I'm just saying, like, some people actually they get on social media and they lose all inhibitions, all moral compass, and they just go off, and you're like, damn, like
Yeah.
okay, like like Dave Harris 33 said, kids are off limits. They are, but you see it all the time. You see people go at people's children. I'm like, people give comments about people's children, like how they should raise them, what they should do, and I'm like, you just don't go kids. Um, Mark said he'll be here in 5 minutes, by the way. So, we're about to be a trio in a little bit,
That's
but
like he's gonna stop by. Dude, I don't get when like people at other sports members' family. Like
oh yeah,
if somebody's
yeah,
if somebody's playing shitty, they're like, let me at this dude's wife or dad. If it's like, you know what I'm saying?
bad.
I'm like, what the fuck? What do they got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's so bad.
if you got a problem, go right to the source. And half the
In
time,
Philadelphia, you was dead ass wrong for talking to Darius Slay wife the way you did. Like what are y'all doing? Like, come on, man. It's not that fucking serious. Um, and I hate when people like when let's say I'll be like, hey, Jim Jones sucks, right? Somebody'll be like, at Jim Jones, he said you suck. Like,
I don't think people know how to search bar at the top work. That like if
yeah,
Jim Jones is typed in his name, it's going to show all the tweets, so he'll be able to see yours. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or if I could at them, I would. Like when I say stuff about people and I'm blocked and they're like, at so and so, haha, he said this. What you gonna say about that? He talking about you. I'm like, dude, like, I'm blocked
yeah,
or I'm muted. So they're not going like, what are you
you ain't gonna
doing?
see it no way.
Like I hate Twitter snitches. I hate brown nosers. That's why the best thing ever is invented when somebody say, no matter who it is, and they trying to get on somebody good side, they be like, yo, they ain't gonna fuck you, bro. Like, because it just makes it. It's like, just stop. Like it ain't gonna happen.
Yo,
Like they be like,
speaking
go
of,
ahead.
you were killing people with the Anna Horford, John.
Oh, Anna Hotford. Be
Yeah,
careful with Anna Hotford.
yeah. You're yo.
Let me tell you. First of all, let me tell y'all something about the Anna Hotford parody. You married man,
Me?
y'all should be a shit. No,
Oh, I
not
thought you
you.
were asking the question. I'm sorry.
No. You married men, you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Like, if you're not smart enough to fucking read the at before you DM somebody wanting to meet them for a dinner, you don't deserve not only don't you deserve happiness, you don't deserve the wife that thinks you're on social media up to good things, but you're actually responding to parodies that don't exist, risking it all for a 270-pound man with a beard. Now that may be your thing, but it ain't my thing. So if you're not reading the ad, like, what are you doing? That's why I just started slowly releasing the damn DMs, like another one. And then the one guy that was like, "Oh man, I feel." Matter of fact, let me say it. Let me get what he said. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, guy. I probably can't find him now because he probably gone. He probably blocked me. But he was like, I'm so sorry by the way for the way that they treat you. They shouldn't treat you that way. Maybe we could go out for dinner. Just kidding, just kidding. And you know what was bad about it? He had his wife in the Avi with him as he tweeted me. I'm like, dog, like you can't be that stupid. But he actually was. I want to get the right one. I'm trying to find it now. Get the right one. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Dude was like, "Thanks for the follow, Anna." He actually thought I followed him. He actually thought Anna Horford followed him. You can't be that stupid. He was like, "Thanks for the follow, Anna. It was fun shooting the breeze with you this morning. It was cool playing along. Sorry about your brother. Wish it worked out better for him. Now we have to meet up and grab a drink in some Philly restaurant." Smiley face. Just kidding. Just kidding. And then I proceeds to go on the timeline and I'm interacting back and forth with him. And people are sending memes. They were like, "Well, he's a guy." So, like, sending everything, all the type of memes. And then when I outed what he said in the DM, he comes back. "Wow, you took that way too seriously. Was completely joking around. It was a play off how much we were tweeting back and forth publicly. My goodness, I wasn't at all trying anything weird. Based off our convo, you did not have to take it that far." He still thought I was Anna Horton.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth, slide in.
Oh, there he is.
It's my fucking dog right here, bro.
Oh,
Yo, 25 years, right? Something like that? About 25 years, easy. Y'all two are cracking me up. I got to pay attention to this dog so you two keep talking.
okay. It came in with the black hoodie, too. Did you hear him? Fucking ninja. He came in an assassin.
Them a little Collinsworth slide in.
I got another one. Here we go. This one was really good. Let me see. This one was good. Let's see. Where is he?
The guy who was talking back to you, the one that you were just mentioning, bro. Read the fucking ad. Read the ad. Read the ad. Anna Hortford at Real Prince. Come on, dog.
Oh, here. One guy was like, "Don't let them get to you, beautiful." I'm like, "Well, thank you." Another guy, "You are so fine. Oh my God." These people can't be this stupid, yo. Like, they're legit this stupid. I'm trying to find the other guy. One guy told me, like, he wanted to, drink my bath water and shit like that. It just started getting real creepy. So I had to, change my Abby back. And I wonder if they were going back now, like, in their DMs. And they was like, "Yo, when did I tell a dude I wanted to drink his bath water? Was I high?"
Yo, I think the best, I forget who posted it, Prince, maybe you know, but it was probably day 2 or 3 on Anna. And somebody said on Twitter, the best thing about all this is when Prince changes his name back to Prince. And all these fucking guys say, like, what the fuck was I just doing?
I'm like, cool. Like, I got so many invites for restaurants in Philly. I'm like, shit, I might take them up. Free dinner. Shit. Free lunch. Like, but come on, man. Y'all should know by now. If y'all gotta read the app, but y'all don't. Y'all don't. But Mark, before you came on, man, we was discussing how I felt like we talked a little bit about the Ty thing, how we felt like if it was a salary paying job, he pretty much tried to take food off another man's plate. And that in itself can be very personal. I mean, that's like somebody bad mouthing your business to somebody else, like going behind your back, like, hey, don't go there. It's this, that, and the third. You know, you shouldn't go there. You should come where I'm at. Or if you go there, then don't ever think about doing business with me, blah, blah, blah. Like, how would you feel if somebody did that to you, my dog?
It's happened before. You know, it happens in every single business. I can speak for myself, and I can speak for Jay over here too, because I know how he runs his business. You take care of your people first, and you don't take food off your competitor's plate. You let your competitor do their thing. Jay runs an oil company. There's plenty of houses in Philly. He don't got to take nobody else's. I run a karate school. There's 1 billion people in Philly. There's plenty for all of us to share. Shit, y'all, you guys know I have very good relationships with 99% of the people over at the station. You know that.
Yeah.
And whoever's idea it was to I don't know, bully, call it what you want, throw the hammer down, intimidate, use their statue, whosever idea it was, but then for management to allow that to happen and basically tell Last Out Media, because, yo, I get Last Out. I get it. They're on the way up, and they have good connections with people above them in a higher media platform. They burn a bridge, then they don't get guests on their shows. They don't get future cohesive actions together that could benefit both companies. So I get why they did that. But fuck, like I get Last Out side. I don't get 97.5 side as far as what you said. They're taking food off of someone else's table. Good for you. You don't need it. You got your pensions, bro. Stay retired and keep living. Hanging out with Princeton, bro. All day. Hang out with Princeton all day, yo.
Little Samson, yeah. But but pretty much KM, and you know, we always talk online. I just felt like it just went. I just can't picture. That's like when I was in the military or when I was a police officer. Like before I went to management on anybody, I talked to that guy, like that officer or that fellow soldier, and I was like, "Hey, look, you did this. I don't like that. Like, what's up? What was your thought process? Where you at? Where's your head at? Do we need to talk to somebody else? Like, whatever. Give that person a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I felt like it went straight bully, underarm tag. It was like some old mafia shit. Like, you want.
We were talking on the phone the other day. And I told you, you are the ultimate fucking troll. You are the troll of trolls, and you're very good at it. You got trolled, bro.
Yeah.
Because there ain't a chance in hell. There ain't a chance in hell a lawyer is going to be like, let me take this case and possibly win some lawsuit money. Oh, wait, what's the file? Internet bullying? all right, you're going to have to pay me to take this case. You're going to have to pay me up front because there ain't no guarantee. So they didn't pay anybody up front. A lawyer ain't going to take this case on, assuming that they're going to win money in the end. You got trolled, yo.
Yeah, but I also look at it as it made me like you gotta be able to take it as much as you dish it, and then you gotta be able to see how I can one up it, how I can turn it into a positive. It's like when you get trolled, you're like, all right, next time I gotta read the app. I can't. I gotta be smarter. Like me and your conversations were I gotta make sure that I'm in the best position next time, that I don't need, that nobody can go to anybody and have to quote unquote rein me in. Now, if you want to go through real time Prince Blue HR, it's gonna go to my phone or my email, and you're gonna have to talk to me. There's nobody to bitch to. So that's how I feel about that. But I just felt like when you got up and coming content creators, like shout out on my boy I am DJ Eastwood. Like he did a video about Spike. He was saying he don't like the Dwight Howard signing because nobody likes Dwight Howard. Like it was more like a personal thing. Like nobody likes Dwight Howard, so it's a bad signing. But he's a good basketball player. He helps the Sixers.
Jay, who do you know personally that don't like Dwight Howard? I never, ever liked the ball. Ever.
Like Dwight Howard?
Never. I love the pickup with him on this team.
But you don't like the person.
No. The ball player.
Oh, the ball player.
I've never been a Dwight Howard fan. I love him at this time on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Like where Horford last year was either supposed to be playing next to Joe, Twin Towers, or backing up Joe. I legit believe Dwight's going to play that role. Mm-hmm. With Danny Green made a career off of one game a decade ago in San Antonio. Since then, he's been a decent ball player. Mm-hmm. I love him on this squad. I love him on this team next year. His role.
But my point is, you didn't say, I don't like Dwight Howard because other people don't like him.
No, because he sucks.
Right. He just hates Dwight Howard. But
it sucks, man. If I was that big, I'd get that many boards and blocks too.
No, he was MVP and Defensive Player of the Year twice now. Come on.
He also played in one of the worst eras of basketball.
Listen, you call it any era you want. You're a fight guy. That's like you
were talking about Travis Fulgham about a half hour ago.
Right?
He ain't the man, but he's the man on this squad.
But listen, that's like when people say, some people say Roy Jones Jr. only fought truck drivers. Some people say that. They say he made a living ducking good fighters.
He ducked Tarver his entire career and then got smoked when they finally fought. Roy ain't ducked nobody ever. But Tarver is the only person to ever beat Roy, even as amateurs when they were kids. Mm-hmm. Roy's lost in the Olympics. Yes, that's a loss that's on his record. Me and ain't nobody else counting that as a loss. The only loss on Roy's record prior to when he lost a couple late in his career was to Tarver as an amateur. Mm-hmm. And he was a ghost in the back of his head his entire career. And he said, you know what? Tarver's old now. I'm going to finally beat this dude's ass. And Roy got smoked twice. And
I remember those two
knocked him out. Glenn Robinson knocked him out.
I remember those two fights. But that's my thing. Like when you start talking era, it's like Bill Russell. They said it was only like 8 teams back then. So how hard was it to dominate the league? But you can only play in the era which you played in. you can't help the era that you play in. Like, I don't know why do you hate Dwight Howard so bad? Let's get into this.
Because of the dunk contest, probably.
Oh,
Stupid ass dunk contest. And yeah, probably. I'm probably just being a hater. I'm probably being a hater. So that stupid ass dunk contest with one good dunk. Yeah, one good dunk. That throwdown when he jumped from the foul line and he threw it from like 7-8 feet away. That was sick. The rest was just like, dog, this guy's garbage. Like I thought I was going to see some big giant man flying and twisting through the air. He jumped like 6 inches off the ground, for real. But when you're 8 feet tall, 6 inches is pretty high. He's
6'10".
So hey, you know.
What about when he heightened the rim and dunked? That ain't easy.
Vince Carter would have done the same thing.
First of all, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Vince, don't. Why'd you do that? Vince, listen, they didn't call the man, half amazing for nothing. Like, it's Vince Carter. And Vince Carter is 6'6". So what's the level of difficulty harder? A 6'10" guy built like Dwight or 6'6" athletic freak such as Vince Carter?
What are you trying to say?
Who which one is harder? Which degree of difficulty is harder?
The 6'10" guy.
Okay then.
So that's why I'm not impressed. All he did was jump.
Oh my God. Like what
Jumping.
Did Dwight Howard like put his finger in your cheesesteak or something?
Nah,
while you was out in the back?
Nah, again, I'm probably being a hater. He's corny, yo. So I don't like him. And
yes.
I just see him missed a lot of shots. He can't hit a foul shot. But then let me go back to the first thing I said. I love him and this pickup on the squad. And this is what's amusing to me because I've been a hater on that guy's entire career.
Even in Orlando Dwight you didn't like.
Orlando Dwight was where the hype started. And then it was confirmed. And then nothing. He's never done a thing for me, for real.
I got you. So
Jay's got the greatest dog. You ever meet Jay's dog?
Well, just now I did. But we talked about, Mark's dismissal from the morning show. I said a few words about him.
Yeah, I was going to get you about that. I missed that.
What's your take on that?
I'm really surprised about that. When we were talking earlier, my very first thought was, all right, it's money, and I'm going to play management here. Mark's worth a lot of money. We could probably cut Mark's salary, which Jamie and Pat might equal Mark's salary. And if we replace Mark with Jamie and Pat, we're not going to get the fan base too upset, and we're going to save a ton of money. That was my whole thought process for real. I thought it was going to be the Jamie and Pat show. And then they hired this guy that's who?
I don't know if they even hired him yet. It's just a rumor that they're going to hire John Kincaid. He's a native. He's a Philly native. He went and he made his bones in Atlanta for about 15 years, and now he's coming back home. And they think he's going to take the morning slot.
You ever heard?
That's the rumor.
Just recently.
He's been in Atlanta. But supposedly he's really, really good. But I don't know, man. All I know is I liked Mark. I loved the show in the mornings. It was entertaining to me. It was my favorite show. And I just wanted to show love and let him know that, his absence doesn't go unnoticed. I know some people believe
too, man. He was different than everybody else. Like, if you ran into him at a tailgate, if you ran into him on the street, like he stopped, he talked, he didn't give you the cold shoulder that we talked about earlier that other people got when they went places. You know what I mean? Like yeah, man. He had time.
He does a big time. He doesn't take himself so seriously that he thinks he's better than everybody. That was the whole thing about him. But this has been fantastic, gentlemen. I appreciate you a lot just coming on and
yeah, man, I appreciate you
talking with us. And, oh yeah, Jay. Anytime you want to just come in and like I told Mark, like sometimes Mark just sits down at home. He'll just get off. Sometimes he'll watch the whole show and don't hit the link, or sometimes he'll just hit the link and he'll just come in, man. This show, like I said, it's like a Zoom on meth, man. Like if anybody ever want to come on and just be like, hey Blue, I don't agree with that, or hey Blue, your the glare from your head is blinding me. Anything you want to say, hey, I'm here, man. Like the interaction is always good.
As a friend and a fan of both of you two, I gotta say tonight was very edited. Very edited.
Listen. It's called building chemistry. So next time me and Jay is on, we could get a little.
When I heard Jay was coming on your show, I'm like, I don't know if I want anything to fucking do with this.
Nah, Jay was really, really good. Hey, Liz.
My brother right here. He's my fucking brother.
Hey, listen. When you came to me, you was like, yo, Jay, that's my guy. I was like, say no more. I was like, listen, it's a few people that could come to me and say, hey, I can vouch for this guy and I won't question it. And KM, you're definitely one of them. So I was like, say no more. I was like, because I know you're not going to surround yourself with people with bad energy or people who is just going to bring you down. So it was nothing to me, man. So I appreciate everybody. Another great episode.
This is for Chip. This is what I was sipping on tonight. Just
I see McAllen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker. If it was like Coke Zero or Sprite, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that's my shit. But I don't know, man.
I'll bring that next time. That was.
But thank you everybody for joining us. I really appreciate this. I guess I will see y'all Sunday. There's changes coming. I don't know what. I mean, I don't know when, but I'm just trying to. Like I said, this is all just new. Before, everything was geared towards something else. Then I had to pivot. So, and most people go away and they'll be like, I'll wait till I rebrand myself and then I'll make an appearance. I was like, nah, I gotta stay consistent and keep doing what I'm doing and let y'all be along with the process. If y'all don't know, tomorrow I have a training session with Mark. Let me just tell y'all something. Like I'm like, bruh, I haven't been able to film. I don't even know where my shoulders are. Like, where are your shoulders located? I don't know.
Yo, he crushes the shoulders. That's all he. For some reason, that's the most important part.
He thinks I don't know that.
Like to me and you, we're like, yo, chest and stomach. You know what I'm saying? And Mark's like, nah, dog. Just the shoulders carry the chest and the shoulder. You're like,
yes. He's always have like some weird philosophy. He's like, no, like your shoulders look good, then your nipples look good, and it just completes the package. And I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm like, come on, man. But anything, my plans is I want to look good in the t-shirt in the summertime. I want to be able to walk down the beach and not smell like glazed ham. So I'm leaving it up to Mark to help me out with that. And
Yo, man, you knocked 60 pounds off me in like 4 months, bro.
No, you knocked 60 pounds off. I gave you ideas on how to do it.
Yeah. I tore my Achilles. I was laid up. Yeah, I couldn't do anything.
Hey, let me tell you something about Papa White Low. Look at this, Mark. This one for you. How does KM love shoulders and hate Dwight Howard? Hey, listen, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no
the internet
sense.
remains undefeated.
The king of shoulders, he hates like, oh man.
Go back to what I said. Dwight Howard, the Sixer, love him.
Yeah, the internet remains
Hate so.
Yo, sign off. Wait, no, one more thing. Yo, so I went to bring this up to you. So Mark usually does the toy drive. Are you doing?
Not this year. Not to focus on keeping the school open, so I have a place to do a toy drive.
I was going to say we should try to maybe I don't even know how it will work, but I don't even know if we could just try to get something up to donate to like.
Oh, I could find a family. Y'all want to do something? I'll find a family that needs.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe between the three of us, we could probably promote something pretty decent. I know it's kind of short notice, only 23 days left, but maybe just try to do a little fundraiser or something like that. You know what I mean? Get a little, even if it's something small, get something up. Maybe donate to a family, donate it to CHOP, something like that. Because I know I mean, I can't speak for you, Blue, but I know we usually try to do something every holiday just to.
It's whatever. Just let me know what I can do to promote it or add to it and send, man. Just let me know.
While we're all being nice, I've said you're a troll. You guys are the biggest ball busters I've known ever. Like, this dog's biting me. My man does a lot of charity work. Like, I didn't even know you were going to say that. Like, I didn't even think about that. Like, my man does a lot of charity work over here. So, yeah, we definitely should do something.
Yeah. Well, you know how easy it is. We'll talk.
I'll find the family. That's no problem.
Always. But thank you, everybody. See you Sunday. Be good. Be safe. Be responsible. Dwight Howard, don't listen to KM. Go get him, buddy. All right, sign it out.
Bye.
I'm out.
All right, yo.